The teachers' strike did not come as much of a surprise to those who've been watching the irony of the explosion in pupil enrollment in public schools and the stagnated teacher recruitment to handle the increased workload.
We are talking here really about a case of broken promises. Because I think the path that had been taken was a good one, because it was showing systematic planning where you're spreading over the years that in this year we are going to do this, and the following year we are going to do this. We know that specific parliament committees even went through a planning process, and then money was not allocated. So if you ask why now, then it means that somewhere along the way somebody has not been able to live up to their promises.
Within 5 years of free primary education, which began in 2003, 1.3 million more children had been enrolled into public primary schools, pushing the population from just 5.9 million to 7.2 million. Teacher recruitment did not follow suit.
Since 1998, government has not employed new teachers. What it's doing is actually to replace those who've left the service or those who've died. So that's the beginning of the problem in the education sector.
The world lauded Kenya for finally edging closer to meeting the Millennium Development Goal of universal free primary education by 2015. With 86% of eligible children now enrolled in school, Kenya looked set to hit the 100% mark by the target date of 2015. But the numbers came with their own challenges.
When you ask yourself who goes to public primary schools, it is the son or the daughter of Wanjiko, the local mwananchi. Now, if we do not address these issues like teacher shortages, which eventually compound or impact on the quality, then it means that there is a certain segment of the Kenyan population that will be receiving a lower quality education, or they are not being taught at all.
So the same number of teachers, but an increased workload. That's the first effect. The second effect is the infrastructure. Very many pupils in places where there are no schools. So that means they cram themselves in spaces.
Up to 75% of pupils now complete primary school, up from under 60% before 2003. But there are questions about the quality of education they are getting under the free primary school program. There are almost 50 pupils for every teacher, and these are just conservative estimates.
And our study showed that on the average in Kenya, it is about 1 to 50. Some provinces like Western Province have got 1 to 60. Northeastern Province, again, 1 to 65. Central Province, on the average, was about 1 to 39.
The government is now locked in a row with the Union of Teachers over employment of more teachers. Well, the government says they have no money, but KNUT says a minimum of 28,000 teachers must be employed now.
According to our figures, there's a teacher shortage of about 80,000 in public primary schools.
Noah Otieno Kitian for Behind the Headlines.